All right, we're coming up on swimsuit season, so everybody's trying to dial it in. Have you ever thought about going vegan? We'll be talking to an expert next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is The Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I gotta confess, I am a meat lover. I'm a carnivore. I think I tried vegan like for one meal. It didn't really take with me. But everybody that I've talked to who's gone vegan swears by it. My next guest is just such a person, Jeniece Paige. Her company's called Black Vegan Health and Wellness. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me, Jeff.
Absolutely. Well, we first got connected about a week ago and had a nice Zoom call, and I said, man, I have to have you on my show. So why don't we start with how long have you been vegan?
I've been vegan since 1994.
Okay.
Yes.
And let's give some definition to vegan, because some people are kind of like half in, half out. Okay, what's your definition of vegan?
So vegan is a person who doesn't eat any meat, dairy, byproducts. We don't eat anything that has a mother and father. That's sea or land, or any byproducts. When I mean by byproducts, I mean products that you can buy off the shelf that has dairy in it. So yeah.
Wow. Is it hard to be a strict vegan?
No, it's not. It's really mindset, and it depends on you. I know for me, it's been a journey. It's been a journey, but it's not. It depends on you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to show the before picture. So we're going to put this up on the screen. And what year approximately is that?
Oh, that was in 90. That was in 90, probably 93, 94. Yeah, that's been a long. Yeah.
Okay, and at that point, you never ask a woman her weight, and so I'm not going to ask you your weight. But what was it that caused you to say, I'm tired of being tired?
So I was frustrated with my body. I didn't like the way I looked. I didn't like the way I felt. And diabetes and blood pressure runs in my family. So my mom was just diagnosed with blood pressure. My grandmother was having heart attacks and strokes because she had high blood pressure. And I was well on my way. I was 60 pounds overweight. I was well on my way. And I took a look at them, and I was like, you know what? I don't have to have this. This doesn't have to be my life. And I just started my journey. I just started cutting things out. And plus, I had digestive issues. So I didn't know that, at the time, all you know is stomach ache, right?
Sure.
So I had that problem. And when I started changing my lifestyle, I realized I couldn't process the meat. I was having a hard time digesting meat. And then I didn't want the family health history. I did not want that at all. I was like, oh, no, you can leave me the land, leave me some money, but not this.
Okay, I want to pull up your website, and as we scroll down the website, I think is unique. I mean, to call yourself a Black vegan health and wellness expert, I'm just going to ask a naive question: in the Black community, is vegan a thing?
So it's more so a thing now than it was when I started. So when I started, it was very unheard of in our community. I used to get teased a lot from family and friends saying, you don't eat meat, you don't eat pork, you don't eat fried chicken. So I used to get teased. So it is more of a thing now. It's more mainstream now.
And how can people engage you? Do you do one-on-one coaching, or how does it work?
I do one-on-one coaching. They can engage. They can go to my website, like you just showed them, and they can connect with me there. I also have group coaching. I have a membership program, and I am a personal trainer too, so I do a lot of physical training.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw on your website you with the weights. What's your you don't have to name the client, but what's your favorite success story of someone you've helped?
So helping people lower their blood pressure, because that was the journey for me, making sure I didn't have that. That's one of my favorite. And then people just transforming their life, like losing 20 pounds, and they're excited. I had one lady, she just wanted to be able to cross her legs at the board table with her colleagues. Successful.
Okay, I know there's going to be people watching this right now who say, man, I cannot eat salads for the rest of my life. That's too boring. So give them some encouragement. It doesn't have to be just salads and lettuce and celery, right?
Exactly. I get that question all the time. No, it doesn't. You can have quinoa with tempeh, or you can have quinoa. You can eat sweet potato fries. That's one of my favorite things to have. I make everything out of sweet potato toast. You can have anything. There's a variety of ways you can cook for yourself. But salad, no, you don't have to eat salad every day. No.
Now, do you feel like you're making a headway? Are you making an impact?
I am absolutely making an impact. This is, I'm solely in my purpose and my passion, Jill. I am making an impact. This has been an awesome journey. God has blessed me to do this. This was not my plan. This was his plan. So yes, I am making an impact.
I love that. You also have a very popular podcast. We're going to put this up on the screen. And as we put it on the screen, I want you to just kind of tell me about your show and the kinds of people that you interview on your show.
So like this lady right here, she's a dietitian. She's a vegetarian. She's a dietitian. So most of the people I interview, they're either vegan, they're in the nutrition world, or they're plant-based. When I say plant-based, vegetarian, or they're well on their way, or they're making some impact in the journey. They're doing some sustainability impact or some political realm or something like that, but it's all in the health and wellness industry. So I'm interviewing a chef, just things like that, just bringing more awareness to people. Yeah.
And let's talk about some of the health benefits. You mentioned lowering your blood pressure. Does it help with cancer?
I've read case studies. I know people, actually one of the chefs I'm going to be interviewing, she is a vegan chef, and she started her journey because she had breast cancer. So yes, it does. I've seen that.
And I've read a lot of stuff about the different things that they feed the cattle, and they feed the chickens, and some of that stuff is not healthy, is it?
No, it's not. And I grew up on a farm from Mississippi, so I know what it's like to be. I know what it's like. I used to eat chicken and all those things, but it's just not, it's not the same. It's not the same.
And I know a lot of the fast food restaurants are now moving to more vegan-friendly menus. And so if you went to McDonald's right now, what could you eat?
I just get coffee.
I like that. She's honest. Okay, so we only have a couple minutes left. So what I want you to do, Jeniece, is look into that camera on the left and talk to the person who's curious and give them some words of encouragement to come follow.
Yes. So if you are interested in being a vegan or vegetarian, because there's levels to this, I encourage you to just start with one vegetable. If you're not used to eating vegetables, I encourage you to start with one and gradually add another. Try something you had never done before. But I also encourage you to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, because I show a lot of that on my journey. But you get to do this. You get to change your life. You get to change your narrative. And once you start with you, it impacts your family. So I encourage you to start with one vegetable at a time, something you have not tried before.
Wonderful guest, wonderful message. We're going to end with her website, which is healthwellness.expert. The great Jeniece Paige. Thanks for coming on the show. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.